What is going on, folks? It is Sunday. It has been 1 week since the Ironman 70.3 St. George World Championships, and I am fairly recovered, still dealing with the injury that I mentioned during the videos that I put out during race week, and then my post-race, still dealing with this kind of abdominal pain here from essentially the belly button down to the top of the pubic bone. Have been experiencing pain that started kind of lightly in Oregon back in July, and it's just progressively gotten worse and worse and worse. And it's been my own fault. I have been putting it off, thinking it would get better. I have been rolling it a little bit, but ultimately it has just continued to get worse and worse. Up until the point a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't even hit any of my running intervals, trying to hit that 7-minute mile pace for my race pace. I couldn't even hit that because I was in so much pain. I just felt like I was holding super tight my abs, trying not to move, trying not to strain that area. So Friday, went to see a doctor. If you watch that Triathlon Life videos, Paula Findlay has gone to see him in the past for some of her injuries, as well as my coach, Jess and BJ, they both see Lawrence. And went in on Friday, started with a simple evaluation. He simply had me stand with my back to him and simply raise my leg up. And from that evaluation, he had his hands on my hips. He could see that all of the muscles surrounding my pelvic bone, my glutes and my abs and everything was just firing for me to simply raise that knee up. And the way he explained it was, I'm like a rescue puppy. You take that puppy and you reach in to pet it, and it immediately acts aggressive and barks and growls. Well, that is essentially all of the muscles around my pelvic bone. Any movement, like me running, everything is firing, everything is tensing up. And what that is ultimately doing is putting a lot of stress on my pubic bone, and the pubic symphysis, I think is how you say it, is where your left and right pelvis comes together. There's a soft tissue in there, and I have essentially aggravated that or injured that. It does not appear to be torn. He did some tests kind of pushing on it, and if it was torn, it would collapse really easily. That was not the case, but it is extremely tender. And what that kind of exaggerated itself with was extreme kind of muscle spasms all around the area, and that was my abdominals just feeling super, super sore and firing and working way too much. So what he has me doing is doing some simple exercises, which I'll show you guys later, as well as no running. And today will be my first attempt at aqua jogging. Unfortunately, my pool is now at 68 degrees, so it is quite cold. So I'm gonna try it out in my wetsuit to start. And I've got a belt to allow me to float, and I'm gonna do my first session of aqua jogging today. Otherwise, life is back to normal. Sports are going on. Been decorating the house for the holidays because we will be hosting Thanksgiving here, and I like to have it all decorated, as well as we'll be leaving in the middle of December to head back east for Christmas. So like to decorate early to kind of enjoy that, the kids enjoy it, and then end up leaving right in the middle of December and not getting back until the new year. So I'm a little concerned with the resistance in the wetsuit coming up, but we will see how it goes. I've never done this before. What I may end up doing is doing my runs during the week at the La Mirada Splash Aquatic Center. Instead of doing laps there, I will do some aqua jogging. That is chilly. First aqua jog session done. Well, that was the first aqua jog session. Went well. Didn't feel hard at all. Wasn't sure what to expect, but did get the legs moving. And it's interesting, he wants me kind of swaying my shoulders opposite of the leg that's going back, kind of like if you're running, not lifting the knee too high. So I go back to the doctor next Friday, and he will evaluate me again, and we'll see, have I progressed enough to start running, or am I going to be doing this for quite a while? Now this feels good. Well, before I let you go, sorry this hasn't been a real exciting video. Really, it's just an update on my injury. And before I let you go, I figured I'd show you the 2 exercises I'm doing to start rehabbing my injury. And then I will be back to see Lawrence at the end of next week, and we will see how I've progressed, and I'll update you on that. Both exercises are done lying on my back, but the first one I am bringing one foot up, or one leg up, so that the foot is just underneath the butt. And all I'm doing is pushing the foot into the ground and driving the knee towards the other foot, which will then in turn raise this hip off the ground. It's a very small, simple movement. And I'm doing that 10 times on each side, then about 6 times on each side, then about 4 times on each side. And I'm doing this when I wake up, in the afternoon, and before I go to bed. The second exercise, I'm lying on my back with both legs pulled up, and all I'm doing is rotating the pelvis up towards the chest after breathing in and arching the back. I'll breathe in and arch the back, creating a gap here, breathing in, and then exhaling and rotating as if you had a belt buckle, rotating that belt buckle towards your chest as you exhale. Well, that is it for this video. Sorry it wasn't super exciting, but I'm injured. It is what it is. At least I can swim, at least I can ride, and hopefully each week I'll be progressing, and I'm just kind of leaving it in Lawrence's hands and trying not to do a bunch of research on the internet, just do what he tells me and try and get through it, try and stay focused on the exercises and the training that I can do. But welcome to all of you that have recently started following the channel. It's been really cool since St. George. There's been a big influx of subscribers, so thank you for the comments, the thumbs up, all of that. I greatly appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go hang out with the girls. I think we're gonna watch a movie, maybe play a game. So I'll see you guys next week.